I quietly left after discovering my wife's affair after 3.5 years of marriage. A year later, my ghosted ex-wife tracked me down. I, 34M, was married to Anna, 32F, for 3.5 years, together for 6. She was my best friend before she became my wife. We weren't perfect, but I thought we had a strong relationship, until I found out she was cheating. I wasn't snooping. She left her iPad unlocked on the couch and stepped away to shower. I was watching YouTube, and her iMessages popped up. I saw a name I didn't recognize and an explicit message. My stomach dropped. I did what most people would do, I looked. What I found broke me. There were months of messages. Not just one guy, two. One seemed more emotional, the other purely physical. One of them was even in our house while I was on a work trip. She never knew I found out. I took screenshots, backed everything up, met with a lawyer the next day, and made a plan. I waited a week. I got my affairs in order, packed up essentials while she was at work, left the ring on the counter, and was gone before she got home. She came back to an empty house and divorce papers already served. She called me 18 times that night. I didn't answer. I went full ghost. Changed my number, moved states, blocked her family and mutual friends. My job allowed me to transfer remotely, and I spent the next year rebuilding my life. Therapy, gym, new city, new people. It was hard, but clean. No contact. No relapses. Until a week ago. I was walking out of a bookstore in my new town when someone shouted my name. I turned, and there she was, Anna. I froze. She looked shocked too, like she couldn't believe she'd actually found me. She started crying immediately. Said she'd spent months trying to find me, had gone through my old friends, even hired someone to help track me down. Creepy, yes. She begged to talk. Said she didn't want to get back together, but needed closure. That she was destroyed after I left and wanted to explain. She said she was in a dark place back then, had been dealing with depression, thought I didn't love her anymore, and made terrible choices. That it took me leaving like that for her to realize what she'd done. I didn't say much. Just listened. Then I said, "I hope you're doing better," and walked away. She's since emailed me, long messages about how she doesn't expect forgiveness, but wants me to know she's changed. That she got therapy. That she's not that person anymore. I haven't responded. I don't know if I should respond. I don't want her back. But a small part of me wonders if maybe I owe her a reply. Even if it's just to say, I've moved on. Would I be the asshole for continuing to ghost her? Update, 2 weeks later. Thanks to everyone who weighed in. I read every comment, even the brutal ones, and I appreciate the honesty. Some of you said I should keep the silence. Some said I should offer closure. I've been sitting with both. Here's what happened. After that first email, she sent another one 3 days later. This one wasn't emotional. It was reflective. She talked about the guilt she carries, how she'd hoped finding me would help her forgive herself. She didn't beg. She didn't even ask me to write back. Just said she hoped life had been kind to me, and that she would stop reaching out after this. And she did. It's been quiet since. No new messages. No random, accidental run-ins. Nothing. Which, weirdly, gave me the space I needed to decide. I did reply. Short and simple. Hi Anna. I appreciate your message. I've moved on, and I'm doing well. I wish you healing and peace. Take care. That's it. No rehashing. No invitation for more conversation. Just a respectful goodbye. She responded with a final thank you, and that was the end of it. So where am I now? Still living in the new city. Still doing therapy. I've been dating casually, but mostly focusing on myself. I don't feel anger when I think of her anymore. Just distance. Like watching an old movie you used to love, but can't relate to anymore. Do I regret ghosting her? No. She didn't deserve a grand confrontation or a drawn-out goodbye. But I also don't regret giving her that one last message. Not for her sake, for mine. Closure doesn't always come from a conversation. Sometimes, it's in knowing you don't need one. Thanks.